Gregg, thanks for getting up. How you doing, man?
Been good, man. I'm at home. I've been here for about 10 days.
When you come to town Saturday, how has Backstage changed from 1978 to 2016?
All the stuff that you need, it goes in the rider of your contract, you know. I don't eat a whole lot before I sing because then you get stage fright boogie.
You do not have stage fright after all these years, please.
I do.
What?
Yeah, but it's a ridiculous syndrome because you got the count off, and about halfway through the first verse, hey, you're cool.
It all started, you and your brother had a band in your teens called the Almond Joys in the 1960s. I got to tell you, the Almond Joy is probably one of the worst candy bars in the history of candy bars.
It's the greatest candy bar ever made.
Oh, I love them.
I do, too.
I knew
it was called Almond Joy.
Yeah.
We were going to call it Almond's Joy, but, you know, it was like, who the hell's Almond, you know? Oh, we had 2 or 3 bands before that. We had the Escorts, and we had the Shufflers.
Where'd you get your first guitar?
Sears and Roebuck.
He did.
$21.95.
$21.95, Sears Roebuck, and now he's a classic rock legend. I love that, man.
It would literally make your fingers on your left hand bleed.
Mr. Allman, most of your kids are all involved in the music business. What would you tell kids today that want to get into the biz?
Get in another business.
God, we've never met, and I love you already. We're talking with Gregg Allman. Now, people love to bring up that you were married to Cher. Are you tired of hearing about that?
Actually, she was married to me. And I am, yes, I'm tired of the question. I'm not asking them about theirs, so why should they ask me about mine?
When you look back at your career, most people think, okay, you think of the negatives when you look back. I should have done this differently.
No, not with me.
Oh, good. I was going to ask you.
I think of all the good stuff. I mean, that doesn't come naturally, you know. Like about my brother's accidents, you know. I mean, I don't sit and ponder those kind of things. I don't. I'm blessed with kind of remembering all the good high points, you know.
Hey, Gregg, doing some research on you, I read here that you're gluten-free. I'm 4 years gluten-free.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
And Pete makes fun of me every day.
Oh, come on.
He calls it some hippy-dippy crap. What do you say to Pete about giving us hell about being gluten-free?
I say if you ain't tried it, don't knock it, man, because your brain clears up. That's the great thing about it. A lot of tunes up in my head, right? There's a lot of lyrics up there, but I have no trouble at all remembering all of them. You know.
Well, now, Gregg, I don't want to interrupt, but let me interrupt here. Are you sure back in the day it wasn't the boozing and the drugging that made you sluggish in the morning?
I'm sure all of it.
And don't eat white bread.